to your full body dynamic warm-up number 1. So this is designed to get all of the joints in your body moving, the blood flowing, and it will prepare you for any sort of physical activity that you're going to do, because it's going to be a full body warm-up. You can do your full body exercise after this, whether it's playing sports, lifting weights, doing cardio, going hiking, whatever it is, you will be prepared for it. So before we get started, I just want to emphasize the importance of moving with intention. So thinking about each movement, connecting your brain to the movement, and not just going lazily between one and the next one. Let's focus on connecting that brain to each movement. So we're gonna start out by taking your shoes off. So if you have shoes on, go ahead and take them off. Always like to warm up without my shoes on. This just gets you grounded to the floor better, and it gets those feet muscles a little bit more activated. So go ahead and do that. Once you've got your shoes off, we're going to get down onto the floor and start doing some cat-cows. So when you're doing these, it's going to be very important to go with your breath. Inhale, arch your back, look up, exhale, and round your back over. Now we're just going to repeat this. Inhale, exhale. When you're exhaling, I want you to push yourself away from the floor. And when you're inhaling, stick your butt out, chin up, get your whole spine involved. Exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. We're getting the back moving. Now I want you to do some rotations from the spine. We're going to start out by touching your left elbow down to the floor, and then opening up as far as you can towards the ceiling. You should feel those upper back muscles activated. Go down, take a deep breath in, and come all the way up. Inhale and exhale. And now let's switch sides. So elbow down, elbow up. We're doing the right arm this time. Down and up. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So everybody stand up. So now that the back is moving and we've rotated and flexed and extended the back, we're going to move from the hips. So we're going to reach down, and the goal is to move from the hips, not from the back. So I don't want to see this. I want to see hips moving, reach towards your toes, and then push your hips forward, reach all the way up. Let's again do some breathing here. So inhale, exhale. Should feel a little stretch in the hamstrings when you bend over. That's good. We want to get everything moving. Awesome. Especially when you reach up, I want you to focus on keeping those abs really tight. Try not to crazily arch the back. Keep the core tight so your back stays in a good position. 1 more. Okay, the more we breathe, the more your muscles will actually stretch, and the more it's going to get you ready to breathe when you're working out. So next, we're going to do some rotations from the shoulder. Keeping the elbows bent, I want you to bring the hands all the way together, reach up, and then come down like you're flexing, keeping the abs tight again in this position. Come all the way back up. And bring them back together. Let's do some deep breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Should feel those muscles in between the shoulder blades really working here. Pulling the elbows down. Now we're going to go back up. Let's do one more. If at any point you want to pause and do a few more reps of each movement, go for it. The more you do this, the better it's going to feel. So we're going to get the hips stretched out a little bit. We moved them, now we're going to stretch them out. So let's go into a deep lunge stretch. Sink those hips down low to the ground and then try to extend that back knee all the way. So it shouldn't be resting on the ground. I want you to try to extend the back leg so that knee's locked out. From here, I want you to shift your hips down towards your heel on that same side. Take your time here. You might not get as low, but try to keep your feet flat on the ground. And then we're going to transition over to the other side, keeping those feet flat if you can. Hips close to the floor. And we're going to go all the way over to the lunge on the other side. Now this is how we're going to transition back and forth a few times. So remember, back knee is as locked out as you can get, hips close to the ground. Now we're going to go back into that lateral squat position. Notice how I'm supporting myself on the floor with my hands. This is okay as we're just trying to stretch out the hips. So keeping the hands down can let you control how much pressure you're putting into the stretch. So let's go ahead and transition over to the left again. If you want to twist a little extra, you're going to feel the outside of that glute. That's going to feel pretty good. So let's go back one more time to the other side. Hips low, switch. Remember, we're still taking deep breaths here. And then one more time to the right side. And then maybe give it a little extra twist. Ah, yes. Nice. Okay, with your feet out wide, let's just stretch those hamstrings a little bit down and stand all the way up. Okay, we're almost done. We're gonna finish with some bird dogs. So back into that quadruped position. Now we're gonna, instead of arching and rounding the back, we're going to keep the back nice and flat, and I want you to squeeze the abs as hard as you can, and then extend the opposite arm, opposite leg, as far out as you can without arching the back like this. So, abs tight, reach out, hand as far away as you can from that heel. So kick behind you and reach out as far as you can in front, and then come back to the middle. Abs tight, reach. Now we're going to switch sides. Don't let that back arch. Good. So in each position, I want you to take one deep breath and then come back in. Other side. Reach, reach. Should feel those abs working, and the shoulder and hip. So last time on each side, reach. And very last one, here we go. Extend, abs tight. Good. And let's finish with a little child's pose because that always feels good. Reach out in front, hips back on your heels. Let those shoulders stretch out. Let the chest go towards the floor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up. You notice I'm sweating a little bit. That's good. If you're sweating, that means we got a good warm up in, and you are ready to go.